Hey there, welcome back to Above the Noise. If you are a business owner and you've been burned by marketing that's just overpromised and underdelivered, then this is the podcast for you. That's right, that's why I created it. I'm Christy Wilson, and if you are anything like I was years ago when I was building my 8 organizations, you've probably spent a ton of money, more than you'd like to admit, right? You've been locked into contracts and you're stuck paying even when you're not getting the results you want. And you just didn't see that ROI, right? Or very little ROI for everything that you put in. So the truth of the matter is, what I found is that it's not your fault. You just haven't found the right partner yet. We created Next Level Connected because we couldn't find the right partner. So we built a fantastic model and effective methods, strategies that worked for us, and it just grew from there, right? So we then started this podcast to go in and try to break down some real strategies quickly that business owners like you, like me, we can use to grow our business, attract customers, clients, patients for my medical practices, my med spas, and finally see a return on those marketing efforts and dollars. And dollars, that's an important one, right? ROI. All right, let's do it today. Today we're actually going to be talking about something that I've found, especially the last couple of months as I've been working with some of our current clients and helping to onboard other clients, something that feels super intimidating often, especially for smaller businesses, local business owners, medical practices, home service-based businesses, all of them. But it can be really effective in one of your methods and one of your diverse strategies that you add into your overall plan, right? All right, we're talking about short form video. Yes, I am talking about TikToks. I am talking about Reels. I'm talking about YouTube Shorts. Now, do not shut this off before you tune me out. You move on to something else and you say, hey, Christy, guess what? I'm not the dancey on the internet kind of person. That's okay. Breathe. You don't have to be, and you definitely don't have to be to go viral, and you definitely don't even have to go viral to be effective in this strategy, right? You don't have to be an influencer. You don't have to have experience, but you do need to show up where your people are consistently. And to be honest with you, right now, your future clients are scrolling short form video every single day across multiple platforms. Yes, they are. It's the truth. I'm sorry. I just have to share it, share the truth. So today we're going to talk just a little bit quickly about how to create short form content that can attract local clients and how to do it in a way that's not going to be extremely overwhelming. It's not going to feel super fake. You don't have to learn any new dance choreography. Super fun if you want to, but you don't have to. And it doesn't have to be super exhausting because I know as a business owner, I'm busy. And this is even for those of you that hate being on camera. I don't mind it, but a lot of you do, and that's okay. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's start with talking about the 3 types of videos that I found that work for the clients that we work with and ourselves. No scripts, no trends needed for this. It's okay. You don't actually need to sit there for an hour and write a script. You don't need to act. You don't need to take acting, improv classes, nothing like that. But you do need to choose one of the 3 content styles or all 3. One to start, I would say, for your very first video, right? But you need to look through and decide what fits you, your business, and more importantly, the people that you're speaking to. Because remember, even through short form video, you are speaking to your people. That's right, or you should be. That's the goal. So let's talk about the first style. It is to teach. This is my favorite. It is perfect for service-based businesses, healthcare businesses, really any local business, anybody that does anything, teaching. You are basically just answering a quick question that you have your clients already asking you. I do that a lot on here, right? I say, well, this question came in this month, or I'm getting a lot of this as we onboard new clients. We're seeing a lot of this. So say, I'm going to use an example, one of my chiropractors. Why does my neck always hurt when I wake up? Always on the right side. What's going on? Maybe for a med spa, they're hearing, I don't understand the difference between Botox and filler, right? For a new patient or somebody looking at a med spa, right? Let's talk about maybe a home service biz, plumbing, HVAC, cleaning, all of them. We're just going to pick one. When should I replace my water heater? Or how long should I expect X to last? Or what should I expect for, right? What are you hearing? You want to answer what you're hearing. Keep it super simple. Use plain language. Think of it like explaining it to a friend over a cup of coffee. That's what I try to do. Just talk to you like you're sitting right here and be yourself. Super important. You can start with, did you know? Or here's what I'm seeing a lot of people get wrong about. Or you can, instead of teaching, you can show. That's another option for content. You can show. This one is great because people love a sneak peek behind the scenes. You can show your workspace. You can show how you do something, so you can teach and show all at the same time. How you solve something, that's right. You can share your screen. You can share your background. You can share something hands-on, walk through a process, talk somebody through it. Do a quick before and after shot. I do a lot of that for my med spas and plastic surgeons, right? And talk through the process. Makes them feel more comfortable. Show what happens during an appointment. Show what happens during a plan. If you don't want to talk, don't. Yes, I said it. You can add text and music. You can add text and music over the clip after you do it. You just want something that connects and provides value. And what do I mean by that? I mean something that would grab their attention, your ideal customer, client, patient, and give them something they can use right now, something that they can take away, whether it's feeling of inspiration, motivation, whether it's a how-to tip they're going to try, right? And I want you to, again, show your personality. It's okay. Show your values. There's where your story goes, but in a way that shows how it produces the outcome for the person watching. There's where you can talk about why you started your business. Again, focus toward making it all about them. That's right. Share a client win. Make it relatable to, that's right, who you're talking to. Talk about something you've learned the hard way that would be valuable, right? A tidbit of advice that's important. It can build trust, and people buy from people they trust. That's right. All right, so big question I get. What do I film in under 60 seconds, Christy? What do I film? First thing, you do not need any type of fancy setup. You don't need to buy cameras. You don't need to buy lighting. You don't need to buy any of that. Just make sure it's lit enough. Sunlight's okay. Quick format for recording. Start with the hook, the headline, the something that grabs their attention, that makes them stop and think, shift perspective. Most people don't realize this about their skincare product, or most people don't realize this about skincare in general. Give one focus tip or idea. End with a call to action. Would you like to know what treatment's right for you? Comment skincare. We'll send you the guide. That's it. Short, super simple, helpful, gives them something. And that guide should be something that when they open it up and they look at it, it's something that they can complete in less than 10, 15 minutes and something they can implement in the next 24 hours, maybe when they're washing their face that night. That's right. That gives them a little effect, gives them something. Give them something. Make it about them, right? One idea, one video. That's the rule. All right. Let's talk a little caption, hooks, call to action. People are confused. My clients are like, what is this? People lose views. People lose sleep over it. Don't lose sleep over this. That's right. Hooks. It is your first 3 to 5 seconds. First 3 seconds matters insanely. Start with something like curiosity, a question, shocking statement, shocking stat. Gosh, this is what no one tells you about blank if you live in Atlanta, or if you live in Marietta, Georgia, you don't need this, or don't hire a plumber until you see this. Why? Because people are like, well, what is it, right? It like sparks curiosity. For captions, you can add some on-screen text very easily. Most people watch without sound. Yes, that's right. They're out and about. They're with their family. They're doing something else without sound. Use super simple phrases. Keep them in sync with what you're saying or showing, please. And for your call to action, always tell them what to do next. Comment X. DM me for the checklist, DM me for the outline, the script, the whatever it is, the checklist, tap the link in the bio for. If you don't tell them, they will scroll by. If you don't give them something to do, they won't just do it, right? Another thing that's really important is repurposing across platforms. Do not make extra work for yourself, right? The beauty of short form video is that you can post that same clip on multiple platforms. Very minor tweaks if needed. You can film once in a vertical format, right? Your phone is perfect for this. Use a phone. These phones today are so advanced, you don't need any professional video at this stage of the game, okay? So your phone's perfect. You can upload that to Instagram Reels, to TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. You can then add platform-specific captions and hashtags or audio if needed, but the content stays the same, right? You record one piece of content. And I would always try to remove that TikTok watermark if you use TikTok to record before posting on Reels or Shorts. You can use something like, Snaptic, or there's a bunch of them out there that you can use to remove that. And remember, you're working smarter, not harder. And what does that mean? That means don't sit there and panic about what am I going to record now? What am I going to record Tuesday? What am I going to record Wednesday? No, I want you to sit here and do what I do. I will record 4 episodes at one time or whatever it is. I block out 90 minutes and that is my time. And that's it for 2 weeks or whatever the time is. It might be for a month. Totally depends on the business and how often it makes sense to post. Being consistent is more important than just making sure something's out there every single day. Being consistent in what you're doing and building it up. And more important than that is, equally important, but maybe a tad bit more important, is offering actual value, right? The dances, why are they so popular, right? We were joking about the dances. Because they grab someone's attention, it like numbs them out for a minute. And they're like, that was super cool, right? They walk away with feeling like, yeah, I liked it, right? They were entertained. It was one of the 3 E's. They were entertained. The other E's, education, right? Entertained, education. And your other one is really going to be more about emotion and inspiring, right? Emotion. So inspiring, triggering an emotion, triggering something that makes them feel good, the warm fuzzies. High five, fist bump, if you can get all 3 into that, but I would not overdo it or really focus too much on all of it. Focus on hitting one of them, especially in the beginning, okay? And listen, I do understand video can feel intimidating, vulnerable, right? Overwhelming. But the truth of the matter is your clients aren't expecting you to be perfect. You wouldn't expect me to be perfect. And I'm just not going to be perfect. It is what it is. They're expecting you to be you. I will always show up as Christy, right? Super fabulous, super sparkly. I will show up as me. I will try to show up to help others, right? So be helpful. Just be visible. And short form video lets you do these things in under 60 seconds. That's crazy. Under 60 seconds. So here's my challenge to you this week. I would love to see you film just one 30 to 60 second video. Just pick one of the 3 content types we talked about, right? Just one. And post it on at least one platform. I don't see why you wouldn't post it on all, but if you don't have all the platforms, just post it on one. That's okay. And then I'd love to see you do it again the next week. And then maybe we'll up it a little more from there. You don't need to be a content creator. Anybody can be a content creator, right? You just need to show up as you. You need to show up bringing something that your ideal customer, client, patient wants, needs, is looking for, the outcome they want and don't have, or the solution to the problem they have and don't want. Think about that. What do they want? What would be valuable? What can they implement in the next 24 hours and see a quick result, right? And what's super easy and quick? Nothing that takes hours. That's right. All right. Well, thank you for listening to Above the Noise. Again, I'm Christy Wilson. Get out there and film something. Build some trust with some people. Build some visibility. Bring in some business. And remember, this is just one diverse method in your overall strategy. That's right. Also, if you're a business owner who is tired of wasting money on marketing that is not working and you want actual results without any contracts, I know, shocking. You want ROI and you want marketing that pays for itself. I have good news for you. We at Next Level Connected follow a simple no contracts, just results approach, and it helps businesses grow without having to lock into something, wasting their time on vanity metrics, and wasting their time on things that just don't make sense for them, don't work. So if you just want to see what's working right now, that's okay too. I will send you a little blueprint specific to your business of what I would do. There's no strings attached. There's no sales call required. You don't have to jump on any calls, meetings, nothing like that. I'll just send it free of charge. And it'll be a plan that'll help you to bring in more leads, customers, clients, patients, free. Again, no strings attached. Send me a DM at the Profitability Pathmaker on all platforms. Send me an email at info@nextlevelconnected.com, or just go to the website. You can drop us a note there. And also, I would love it if you found today's episode helpful at all, if you would share it with another business owner, maybe someone who's also struggling with marketing, someone that could use these tips to get started, or you just use the encouragement to get started, right? The motivation. The hardest part is just starting. Start. That's it. Just record the first one. That's the hardest part, is the getting started. So remember that. I cannot wait to hear how this worked for you, and I will see you next time on Above the Noise.